guys, good morning. I want to share one of my all-time favorite recipes. I just love this. It's my sausage and cheese chowder. And when it's cold outside and you just want some comfort food, something to warm you up, this is kind of my go-to. I mean, there's nothing not to love about it. Sausage, potatoes, cheese, and the best part is that this is the easiest recipe ever. It's just kind of a dump and go. So if you make a nice big batch at the beginning of the week, you can pretty much have it all week long to take for lunch and for dinner and things like that. So you might even want to double the recipe. So starts out, I like to line my slow cooker with one of these great slow cooker liners because this can be a sticky mess. It's cheesy and potatoes and things like that. You can just pick these up right at the grocery store. They have them right there at Kopp's. They're in that same aisle as the foil and the saran wrap and all that. If you don't want to pick one of these up or you don't have one of these, just spray your crock pot really well with cooking spray. Next thing you want to dump in here is 1 bag or about 4 cups of cubed hash brown potatoes. So you want the cube, not the shredded. And for a little extra flavor, you could actually use the O'Brien potatoes, which have the onion and the green and red pepper in there. Those are great if your kids like peppers. So either one, and you can dump them in there. They don't have to be completely thawed. They can be a little bit partially frozen. That is just fine. Now I've got one big ring of smoked sausage that I've just chunked up. And if you wanted to keep this a little lighter, you could certainly do the chicken sausage or some of the lighter sausages. 1 16-ounce box of Velveeta that I've chunked into cubes. This is a can of French-style green beans that I've drained. 2 cans of cream of celery soup. And I know you're saying, wow, this sounds really weird. How is this all going to work? You got to trust me on this one. Everybody who's ever tasted this is begging me for the recipe. This recipe was even featured in the New York Times. I submitted it to the New York Times and they loved it. So I'm telling you, it is fantastic. So 2 cans of cream of celery soup. Dash or 2 of hot sauce. Don't worry, this is not going to be a spicy soup unless you wanted to make it spicy. You could add some more hot sauce if you wanted, but it's just going to give it a little bit of flavor. Dried minced onion and a couple cups of milk. Now at this point, the lid goes on. Stir it every once in a while, and once it all starts to melt together after a couple hours, then you're just going to finish it up with a little splash of beer. Now this is optional. You don't have to put this in here if you don't want to. But man, does it give it some great flavor with all that sausage and cheese in there. Look at this. It's melty and wonderful and thick and absolutely delicious. If it gets too thick on you, again, add a little bit more beer or a little bit of milk, but I like it nice and thick like this. Spoon it into bowls, and I love to serve this with a little extra shredded cheddar cheese on top, maybe some croutons, and let me tell you, this is rib sticking, delicious food, and some just diced scallion is really yummy on there too. And if you're looking for this recipe, and a lot of my recipes, you can now just go to the service desk at any area Kopp's food store and ask for Amy's recipes, and they'll have them right there for you. You can also get this recipe on our website.